dropped down to the floor. Almost said it, almost true, almost let my feelings through. Just one smile, just one sigh, I held it back but don't know why. Almost told you what I feel, but silence made it more surreal. Almost said it, then you smiled, and that was almost worth the while. Maybe someday I'll get it right, say it soft beneath the light. But for now I'll hold this note like a letter never wrote. Almost said it, but you knew. Almost whispered I like you. It's okay, we shared a spark, even if I missed the mark. Almost said it hard on show, guess it's something you might know. Almost said it, maybe next time I'll let the real word shine. We knew the words without a sound, no need to say them out aloud. You looked at me, I understood. Sometimes we leave because it's good. No bitter fights, no last regret, just stories that we won't forget. We shared a smile, we shared a song, and gently learned how to move on. No need for tears, no closing scene. Not every end has to be mean. You touched my hand and then you knew a soft goodbye can still be true. It was a good kind of goodbye. No broken hearts, no reason why. You gave me peace, I gave you grace, and nothing ever took your place. We didn't need a perfect end to know we were more than pretend. It was a good kind of goodbye, a quiet way to let love fly. If we look back, it's not with pain, more like a window kissed by rain. The kind of love that doesn't stay, but still feels bright in every way. It was a good kind of goodbye. I didn't fall, you didn't cry. We had our time and that was real, a kind of calm we both could feel. So if we pass, just wave and smile, that memory can last a while. It was a good kind of goodbye, and I'm still glad you stayed a while. I wrote, hey, how have you been? Then I paused and backspaced it. Typed, I miss you, then deleted. Guess I wasn't ready yet. Saw your name light up my screen. Thought of things we used to say. Smiled inside, then closed the app. Maybe next time, just not today. just a note I almost meant. Not a love song, not a plea, just a you once meant to me. Saved inside a quiet space, left unread in empty grace. It's the text I never sent, but I hope you'd understand. I don't need a big reply, no more questions asking why. Just a line to say I care, even if you're unaware. It's the text I never sent, wrote it soft with good intent. Not to fix or start again, just to say you were a friend. If you ever find this note, let it smile, let it float. It's the text I never sent, but a part of me still wrote.
I never said it out loud, but my heart was kind of proud when you sat so close to me, like we shared a little key. I always laughed a bit too long and sang along to your old song. You never asked, but if you do, I smiled that much because of you. I dropped hints like candy hearts, tiny notes in tiny parts. Never brave enough to say, but I hoped you'd feel that way. I hope you knew I really tried to send you signals with my eyes. I looked your way 1,000 times and wished you'd hear my silent rhymes. I hope you felt it in my grin, the way I leaned when you walked in. I never said it, but it's true. I really, really liked you. I picked your name in every game and blushed too hard, I'm not to blame. I cheered you on, I played it cool, but love has never learned that rule. Maybe now it's far too late, and maybe that's just how it's fate. But if you smiled when I passed by, that means you caught my soft. I hope you knew I meant those looks, those scribbled stars in hidden books. No big words, no wild debut, just tiny ways of saying you. I hope you guessed, I hope you saw, behind my laugh there lived a flaw, the one that stopped me telling you. But still, I really hoped you knew. I hope you knew I meant those looks, those scribbled stars in hidden books. No big words, no wild debut, just tiny ways of saying you. I hope you guessed, I hope you saw, behind my laugh there lived a flaw, the one that stopped me telling you. But still, I really hoped you knew. I saw you laugh, I felt it hit. My heart said go, my voice said sit. You looked my way, I caught my breath and smiled to hide what's left unsaid. You joked around, I played it cool, pretended not to break a rule. But in that moment, eye to eye, I said I like you, just not by voice. No letters passed, no flowers dropped, just one small beat that never stopped.
kept it light, I kept it fun. My secret's safe but not quite gone. That silly wink was all I dared. A silent hey, I wish you cared. Maybe one day you'll recall the girl who smiled and said nothing at all, but left behind a hopeful trace of something warm inside that space. So I winced and walked away with words too scared to ever stay. No grand scene, no last goodbye, just something twinkling in my eye. If you remember anything, let it be that sparkling thing. I didn't know what else to say, so I just winked and laughed and walked away.
We both forgot to check the sky. No coat, no plan, just you and I. The drops came down, we didn't care. You held your bag, I fixed my hair. Then came your laugh, then came your hand. You pulled me close, no big demand. One little tilt, just half a dome, but somehow that felt just like home. No words were said, no promise made, but something warm refused to fade. You shared your space, you shared your grin, and let a little kindness in. Shared umbrella, half and half, silly steps and matching laughs. You didn't ask, you didn't boast, just gave me what I needed most. A tiny roof above our shoes that told me I had things to lose. Not love, not sparks, but something true. A friendship made of drops and you. We didn't hug, we didn't text, but that small moment still connects. You looked ahead, I looked below, but that umbrella made me glow. I should have said it there and then. You really are the best of friends, but silence filled the space instead, and now the words just live unread. Shared umbrella, soft and wide, you stood right there, right by my side. I hope you knew what that meant too. That quiet care that carried through. If I could say just one thing now, you helped me smile, I don't know how. Shared umbrella, brief and bright, you gave me shade, you gave me light. Like happy birthday once or twice, but couldn't make it sound quite right. Deleted lines, then tried again, but left the message in the end. We used to joke and count the days, but now we go our separate ways. It's not a fight, just space and time. Still I remembered you were mine. No card, no gift, no silly cake, just little thoughts I couldn't shake. I hoped you smiled, I hoped you
clicked your name, then looked away. What would I even try to say? We're not the same, but that's okay. Some words just don't know how to stay. Maybe next year, who can tell? Maybe I'll type and wish you well. But if I don't, please know it's true. I never once forgot about you. It's the birthday I never sent, but every thought was well meant. If you felt warm and didn't know, it might have been my ghost. Hello? No confetti, no big sign, just one soft hope you're doing fine. It's the birthday I never spoke, but all that care was never broke. The lights were on, the room was still, the table set with quiet skill. You never said I waited up, but left a snack and one clean cup. No questions asked, no scolding tone, just signals that I wasn't alone. A folded towel, the kettle warm, the kind of care that felt like home. Back then I missed what it all meant. Took kindness like it paid no rent. But looking back, I see it now. Your quiet love showed me how. Kitchen light, a little glow, told me more than words could show. A silent hey, a soft okay, that stayed with me until today. Didn't thank you, didn't see the little ways you cared for me. The kitchen light, so small and bright, you made the darkest days feel right. Never gone too long. That glow became my favorite part, a lamp that warmed my rushing heart. Now when I walk through any door, I miss that light and wish for more. Not fancy things or notes you wrote, just one soft lamp and love that spoke. Kitchen light, a steady spark, you always lit it in the dark. I see it now, I feel it clear, your way of saying you're still dear. No candles needed, just that sign, a single switch, a quiet shine. Kitchen light now far from view, but still it glows because of you. Cushion dipped just right for me, a corner spot where I felt free. No one called, no one asked why, but that small place was mine to try. I'd curl up there with open books, or sit and think with sideways looks. You'd smile and say, same spot again, and I would nod like yes, my friend. I didn't know how much it meant to have one space that felt content. Not grand or new, not shiny neat, just safe inside that same old seat. Always the same seat, always mine, the one I chose, and that was fine. You never moved it, never asked, just let me be, no test, no task. too small, but there I didn't mind at all. No need to talk, no need to try. Just let the thoughts float gently by. Now when I pass that faded chair, I almost feel you waiting there. And if I sit, I almost hear it's still your place, you're still held dear. Always the same seat, always mine. In every age, in every time. Even if I go far away, that seat still says you're home today. A worn out spot, a secret sign. You love me in your quiet line. Always the same seat, always known. The way I knew I wasn't alone.
T-shirts stacked in perfect rows, socks aligned like tiny bows. You never said I care for you, but somehow I just always knew. The clothes were warm, the scent was clean, a little world behind the scene. You never asked for any praise, just folded love in quiet ways. Back then I thought it was routine, but now I see what it could mean. A silent hug in every fold, a comfort I can still hold. Folded laundry, simple signs, told me love comes in small lines. Not in letters, not out loud, but in the way you stood so proud. Every crease, each corner tucked, said you're safe and you are loved. Folded laundry, soft and neat, carried warmth beneath my feet. No big speech, no morning note, just shirts that smelled like home and hope. And now I fold my own today, still hear your voice in my own way. One cotton shirt, one faded tee, still holds the way you cared for me. I wrap them tight, I try to do the things I learned just watching you. Folded laundry, now I see you said so much without a plea. No need for ribbon, stars, or gold. You gave your heart in every fold. If I could say just one thing true, it's thank you for the things you do. Folded laundry, plain and small, but maybe that was love after all. Folded laundry, now I see you said so much without a plea. No need for ribbon, stars, or gold. You gave your heart in every fold. If I could say just one thing true, it's thank you for the things you do. Folded laundry, plain and small, but maybe that was love after all. You play that song 100 times. I heard it more than nursery rhymes. That old cassette, a gentle hum. The room felt soft, the world felt numb. I didn't get it back then. Why music played again, again.
so hard to wear a smile, even when it hurt a while. Kept your dreams inside your bag, wrote them small on paper tags. You hid the tears, you stayed polite, even when things weren't so right. You held your breath, you played along, but deep inside you stayed so strong. Now I see the things you faced, and how you moved with quiet grace. You didn't win, but didn't fall. You stood there even when so small. So here's a note to little me. You did okay, you made it be. You stumbled, yes, but found your way. I'm proud of who you were that day. You didn't shine, you didn't shout, but still you figured something out. A note to self, a smile to keep. You planted roots that now run deep. You laughed too loud to hide the fear. You wished away what felt too near. But now I know and now I see you were just learning how to be. I wish I told you that's enough. You didn't always have to bluff. You didn't fail, you simply grew, and every version still is you. So here's a note to who I was, a soft, I'm proud without applause. No medals, ribbons, grand parade, just one soft note I finally made. To younger me, I said this true. You didn't quit, I'm proud of you. With this note to self, I now display. You were enough in every way. So here's a note to who I was, a soft, I'm proud without applause. No medals, ribbons, grand parade, just one soft note I finally made. To younger me, I send this true. You didn't quit, I'm proud of you. This note to self, I now display. You were enough in every way. So here's a note to little me. You did okay, you made it be. You stumbled, yes, but found your way. I'm proud of who you were that day. You didn't shine, you didn't shout, but still you figured something out. A note to self, a smile to keep. You planted roots that now run deep. You planted roots that now run deep. You played so hard to who I was, a soft, I'm proud without applause. No medals, ribbons, grand parade, just one soft note I finally made. To younger me, I send this true. You didn't quit, I'm proud of you. This note to self, I now display. In every way.
I always said I'm doing fine. Put others first and drew
held my cracks with stickers too. Laughed out loud when I felt small, and danced so no one saw at all. I colored over every line, pretended all my stars would shine. Told the world I had no fear, but whispered doubts I couldn't clear. But somehow I got through the noise, still standing with a softer voice. Not perfect, no, but here I am, still holding tight with shaky hands. Held together bit by bit with tape and dreams that didn't quit. I wasn't strong, I wasn't sure, but every step became a cure. Held together not by might, but little hopes I held so tight. I'm not a hero, but I see that holding on was brave for me. Some days I just barely shined, tried to leave no mess behind, but I was there through every test, and did my quiet wobbly best. I didn't fall, I didn't fly, I stayed right there and let time try. And looking back I softly say, I'm proud I made it through each day. Held together bit by thread with all the things I left unsaid. Still standing now, a little worn, but not the same as when I mourned. Held together, smile and tear, and that's enough to get me here. Not flawless, neat or picture clean, but still the strongest I have been. To have a choice, I've earned some kindness, joy, and bliss. I owe me something more than this. I owe me cake, I owe me rest, a lazy laugh, a silly vest, a solo dance, a quiet walk, a break from always strong and talk. I owe me stars, I owe me fun, a day that starts and ends with sun. Not just for winning, not for show, but just because I say so. I kept the rules, I stayed polite, but now I want to hold